Hi, you guys. It is me, yours truly, Shanice Jones, and I'm coming back with another video to encourage and to inspire and to motivate and to catapult you to your next level, to tear off those labels and them titles that you put on yourself, your mama, your cousin, your brother, whoever it was. But I want to hop on. For one, I want to apologize. I've been gone for a while. I'm going to try to be more consistent on my channel um, than I have been. I actually have been over there on Facebook on my personal page. So if you guys want to follow me over there, you can. I also have a group. It's called One Healed Whole Mama on Facebook. You can follow me over there as well. I'm trying to be consistent as possible with everything. I have a blog, parentingwithsavvy.com. I'm also pretty soon going to have products and services that you guys that I will be offering for coaching and mentoring coming soon. I'm gonna say about January, but let me get into the video. I just want to just hop on and just encourage you guys to just, to stay in the fight. I know it hurt. I know it don't feel good, but you have to look at it. Olive have to go through stages. They have to go through the beating, the pressing, and the shaking. And they have to go through those three stages so the oil can flow the way that it needs to flow. If you don't go through the beating, the shaking, and the pressing, the oil, the ancient oil that's on your life that you have been preordained for, the positions that you have been preordained for, will not be able to flow the way that it needs to because you have not submitted to the process and you have not went through the beating, the pressing, and the shaking. For me, when God first brought me to, I'm like, my mind is more alert of the schemes and the scams of the enemy. But when God first was doing it, was shaking me. I'm gonna say it was shaking. He was shaking my whole life up, and now I feel like I'm going through the pressing. And then I went through the shaking. Then he beat. You know what I'm saying? He broke it up. He broke everything up. What's so powerful when you break something up, right? You got crumbs, but you can put it back together. And we all know when God put back something together, He's gonna make it better than what it was. But when we break something up and put it back together, it's still gonna have that residue. But when God restore, when God transform, He's gonna do a work within, and it's gonna show externally what He's doing internally. So just because you don't see no manifestation on the outside does not mean that He's not doing a work in the inside. You speaking in your heavenly language, that's Him doing a work inside of you. You feel it all. I don't know what's going on in the inside of you. I feel like something that happened. That's Him transforming you in the inside, and it's going to come without. But do not give up. Yes, it hurt. I'm going to tell you, I had some thoughts in my mind, and that's one of the reasons not of excuse anything, but that's one of the reasons I would stop doing YouTube, and I would start because I let the enemy get in my mind and tell me I wasn't qualified for it. You see how you just acted the other day, and you gonna get up here and encourage somebody, you're not even living by it. The whole time God is pruning me. And Luke, I want to say in Luke or either Matthew, he talks about him being a branch and we're the vines. No, He's the vine, we the branches. And the branches that He don't like within us, He prunes them off and throw them in the lake and throw them away. So He's pruning us in the process. But sometimes He uses what we're gonna flow more powerfully in to improve our skill. So when that time comes, we will be ready. For me, I know for a fact, hands down, that God has called me to be an inspirational, motivational speaker. However, if I don't have the skill, then I'm going to be prepared when that time comes, when them speaking engagements is presented to me. I need to be prepared. I'm a writer. God had me start a blog. It didn't make sense to me. He got me writing books. Didn't make sense to me. But one day, everything will make sense. It's a key that's going to unlock everything that He has told me to do. But I had to go through the beating, the pressing, and the shaking in order for my oils to flow the way that it needs to. He needs to break off the things that's within me, ungodly soul ties. He got to break off the ugly stuff. I'm gonna just be keeping 1,000. The pride, Come on now. You can't go to that position with pride in you. You can't go to that position with snap back in you. You can't go to that position with a snotty attitude. You can't go to that position wanting what the world wants. Because you get to that position and you want what the world wants, then guess what? Your desire is going to be your desires and not God's desires. So he got to break those things off of you before he... like I seen a meme on Facebook, and they said that God is preparing you. No, it was Real Talk Kim. God is preparing you for the position that he have already prepared for you. See, we get so in a slump when things is not going our way. But when you look at everybody in the Bible, their position was already preordained for them. God just had to take them to a process to prepare them. When Joseph went through what he went through, God took him to a process to prepare him. He went from the palace, he went from a pit. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. So he went from a pit to a palace overnight. Esther had to go through a purification process, but her position was already ordained before her. For they said Mordecai said to Esther that you have been made queen for such a time as this, such a time to save our people, such a time to deliver us from the hands of, what was his name? Come on, God. Man. What was that man's name? And I ain't got my Bible here. To save us from, no, it wasn't Aman. To save us from the man that was trying to kill them. What is that man's name? I cannot even think of it. But Mordecai told her, you have been presented queen for such a time as this. Such a time. But Esther had to go through a purification process in order to be the person that God, in order to be the queen at such a time as that. You got to grow into your sonship. You got to grow into your identity. You got to grow. I was praying one day and I had said, God, thank you for the spiritual maturation. I'm like, what was that? I looked it up and it said to be fully grown in Christ, to be fully grown in your identity. How God is going to trust you with your inheritance if you're not fully grown? You don't understand that you're a son. You still acting like a slave. That was me. I'm just not getting a revelation, and I have to every single day renew my mind into the sonship. Putting my royal coat on every single day. That's not something it's going to happen overnight. I believe my false identity for 28 years. It's going to take time for you to grow. Read your word. Then I went to a time period I was addicted to Facebook. And I had to stop making myself get off of Facebook and start studying those times I want to get on Facebook. Right. So I can grow into my sonship, so I can grow into my identity, so I can grow into who God had called me to be. But first I had to go through the beating, the shaking, and the pressing in order to produce the oil that God wanted me to produce. It may not feel like you transforming, but baby, God doing a work in you, and a restoration is going to be shown outwardly. I love you guys. Stay encouraged, stay inspired, stay motivated. Until my next video, peace.